Hello friends, today in this tutorial we will be building a YouTube video info application inside Node.js with the help of this dependency which is YouTube info. So we will install this dependency first of all inside our Node.js application. All the source code of the application is given in the video description. You can go to the video description and download the source code. So first of all, initialize a empty package.json file by executing the command which is npm init-y. So this will create an empty package.json file. Now we need to install Express, this module which is YouTube info. We also need to install NodeMon, which will automatically restart the application for us. We will install EJS, which is a template engine, and body parser. So install these dependencies. So it will install this dependency inside the package.json file. So just wait, it is installing. So after this, we will create our Express server. So for the source code I have already illustrated, you need to go to the video description and click the link to download all the source code. So you will be redirected to my blog where I have written the step-by-step instruction. So this is a great module which is YouTube info. If you go to the npmjs.com website and search for YouTube info, you will find this dependency. So basically it takes just the video ID here. You can see that it takes the video ID that needs to be inputted. It converts it and it returns this result here, which is video ID, URL, title of the video, description, owner, video owner, channel ID, thumbnail, all that stuff. So we will be inputting this. So just wait. So I think there is also a dependency which extracts the YouTube video ID. So let me just type this inside npm.js. This is a dependency, guys. You can see that get YouTube ID. So basically we want to make our application more user friendly, so we will take the YouTube URL and we will extract the YouTube ID from this with the help of this module. So we will make use of this dependency, so which is npm I get dash YouTube ID. So enter it and install this dependency also. So it will hardly take 2-3 seconds. So I'm not pausing the video. You need to watch the entire video. So you can see that it has installed it. Now I will open this inside my Visual Studio Code text editor. So you can see the example. It only takes the URL and it extracts the video ID. You can see that. So now what we want is that we need to go to a package.json file, and inside this file you will find all the dependencies which are listed out: body parser, EJS, Express, get YouTube ID, NodeMon, and YouTube info. And the only change that you need to make here is that first of all, change this from index.js to app.js and write your start script. So here we will write here NodeMon app.js. So now we just need to make this app.js file. So right here app.js file. So inside this file we need to import the node module or express module. So right here express, we need to require it, and then we need to make the express app like this: app.listen on port 5000, and then a simple callback function will fire which will say that console log app is listening on port 5000. So basically now you can see that I think we have installed a extension which is Deno extension. So that is why it is creating this red arrow. So I need to disable this extension for this to work. So we need to reload the editor. So yesterday I was working with TypeScript, so that is why it created that error. So now you can see that the error is gone. So now we need to set our set view engine. So we can set it by the set method view engine, and we can EJS. Now we can load a simple template when we open the home route. So app.get, when we open the home route, we can say simply here response.render, and inside this we can pass the template name, which is index. That's it. And now to make this, we can make a views folder. Inside the views folder we can make our index.ejs file. So inside this file, guys, we will have a simple bootstrap template. So I will change the title to, let's suppose, YouTube video info in Node.js and Express. And inside the body we will have the container class of bootstrap, and after the break tag I will give a heading in the center position. So text center is a bootstrap class, so the heading will be simply video info, YouTube video info app. After this we will have another break tag. So this time we will, after this we will have a simple form which will go to the action will be the home route, and here the method will be simply post. So inside this, guys, we will be having a simple input field. So inside this input field we will be attaching a form group class, bootstrap class. Input type will be text and the placeholder will be YouTube URL, and it should be required. That's it, I think. And also I need to give it a simple button btn danger btn block, and this will be search info. And now we can run our application. So what we can do here is that go to the command line and type here npm start. So it will start the application at the port 5000. So you can see that it is starting the application at port 5000. So what we can do here is that I can write here localhost 5000. So this is the app here, YouTube video info app. So you can see that, guys. So now you can see that the input field is not looking great. So for fixing it, I think we need to wrap, oh sorry, this needs to be form control. So if I change this and refresh, you will see it fixes that. So now basically I need to make this post request which is coming here, and obviously we just need to give it a name attribute URL. That's it. And now we will make this simple post request app post. So this is on the home route, and we can get the URL that the user has typed by request.body.url, and we can console log it, console log URL. And for getting this URL we need to configure our body parser middleware. So we need to get this body parser like this, require body parser, and after you initialize your Express app you can use app.use body parser JSON. First of all use this, and also one other which is there, body parser URL extended. I think inside this function there is an object which is extended to false. That's it. So close this. So we have set up the body parser middleware. So basically when I submit here, if I refresh it now, if I submit anything here, let's suppose this search info, so you will see that this is listed out in the console here. So now we are successfully getting whatever we are writing here. So we can bring our dependency which was YouTube ID dependency, so which is there, get YouTube ID. So we can call this function here like this. After getting the URL we can get the YouTube ID, pass the URL. So if you look at the documentation about this plugin, you will find that you need to give it a URL, and here I can declare a variable, store the YouTube ID inside a new variable. So if I console log it ID, so now what I want to do is that I need to copy paste a URL. So I can go to my video section here. So what can I do here is that I can get any sort of, let me copy paste this URL, which is YouTube URL. Copy this. So the link is copied. If I paste it, I think this is not a valid URL, so I need to go to the, let me go to the YouTube website here. So let me copy this, copy link address. So it is restarting it. So let me provide this URL. So you will see that it has extracted this video ID. Now we just need to simply pass this video ID to our module which is there. Let me check the package.json file. So you will see this module which is YouTube info. We need to pass this. So first of all, we need to get this dependency. So we need to include this. So const YouTube info. We need to require it YouTube info, and we need to pass it here inside after we get the ID. So YouTube info, pass the ID here, and let me just go to the documentation here. So this is the documentation. You can see that this is a plugin here, and it returns a promise. So basically it either you can use promises or you can use the callback API. I will be using the promise. So basically this returns a promise dot then. So there will be a callback function holding the data. So this is the video info, let's suppose. So we can console log the video info like this, and if I copy paste this now, search info. So status code error 403. Let me just see guys what is the problem here. Uh, Let me paste this here. So this we need to change it to YouTube info. I think some videos don't work here with this process here. So we need to pass the ID here, video ID. So let me again go to, let me take my video. So some copyright videos are not allowed. So let me take my video, copy link address. So if I paste it here, status code error. Once again it is showing me this error. Why? I think it should work, but why it is not working, I don't know. You can take example, let's suppose this app or this link address. Again status code error 403. I don't know guys why this module is not working, but yesterday when I was trying it, this was working. I think you, instead of using this, you can use vidinfo. If I type once again YouTube video info, there is another module which is there, which is this module. You can use this module, so let me just install this really quickly. This is npmi vid underscore data. This is the same module, so it will install it. Just wait. It's installed it. So let me start the application. You can even use this library also, which is YT Scraper. So all this information you can return here. You can see that. I think this module will be good. YT Scraper. Let me install this. So all these libraries you can discover on npm.js if you want to. YT Scraper. Let me install it. So start the application. So inside this library, you don't need the video ID. You can pass the whole video URL. So you can see that this is a way by which you can use this. You can also get the channel info also if you want to get the channel info. So first of all, I need to import this. So I will replace this YouTube info by YT Scraper. And let me paste it here. And let me just change this to YouTube info. And here we are passing our URL, YouTube URL, and here you can just provide the options, some other options. So detailed channel data, you can set it to true, and we can store it some inside the data variable like this, and then we can console log data. So it is automatically refresh the application. So once again, if I reload, if I give the YouTube URL search info. So basically it is a promise, guys. We need to handle this by promise. So we can do this data dot then function data, and then we can console log data like this. So once again refresh it, and if you provide the URL search info, and now you will see that all the details are returned to you when the video was published. This is the channel ID, channel name, URL, description, all that stuff. So if I, this is the thumbnail of the video, width and height. This is the URL, title, views, description. So basically I can, what we can do here is that I can make another file. I can response.render. I can make a success page or data.egs file, and here we can pass the data to data. That's it. So we are passing the whole object to this file. So we need to, inside this views folder, we need to make another file which will be data.egs. So inside this file we again need to make a simple template, bootstrap template. So inside this we can, inside the first heading we can have our, let me have Let me see the structure here. What was the structure? Data dot title, views and description. URL, title, title, close this, and again inside a paragraph tag we will have the description of the video. So this will be description, and then we will have the thumbnail. So image, source, this will be data dot URL, sorry, URL needs to be clickable. So I think first of all let me see if it is working or not. So if I paste it, search info, so you will see that, guys, this is the title of the video and this is the description. You can see that. So in this way you can get as many information. So let me just surround this with a anchor tag. Href will be equal to URL, so data.url. Let me just change this to span tag. And when I click to it, it will open a new window. So target underscore blank. So if I refresh it now, if I go here, so there is a problem here. Let's, oh sorry, we need to have this tag here. So you can see that it is clickable, the title. If I click this, you will see the video opening in a new tab. So in this way, without any sort of API calls, you can get the information from YouTube videos inside Node.js using this library, which is YT Scraper. And I think we can get as many information. We can even get the thumbnail also. So thumbnail is also pretty easy. So let me just see thumbnails.url. So just wait, guys, I'm seeing the structure here. So after this, just before that, I can do that. A image and source will be equal to data dot thumbnails, and this is an array. So the first element we need to take and dot URL. So close it, close the image tag. So if I refresh it, so you will see that this is a thumbnail here, and we can just resize this thumbnail. So I can provide a fixed width, let's suppose 200, and height to also 200. So we can resize it. Let me take one other video. So you can see that this is a thumbnail. You can also save this thumbnail onto your machine. This is the title. It is clickable. It will open this video on new tab, and this is the description. You can even get the channel ID as well. Let me also get the channel ID. So this is pretty simple. There is a channel property, and inside this is the ID. So right at the bottom we will have the channel ID. So we can have h2 tag, and inside this we can have channel ID, or we can make it as clickable. So a anchor tag href will be equal to data.channel.id. So close it, we need to close it. So in order to go to a channel we need to write this www.youtube.com/channel/ followed by the channel ID. That's it. So once again, when I click this link, I need to open this inside new tab, so target underscore blank. So the label of the anchor tag, I think we need to have the channel title. So if the channel title is there or not, we can get here. Yes, channel name. Let me just see if it is having. Mm, Inside this channel property, we have a name property, so we can use this. So we can have data.channel.name. So close this. So hopefully if I refresh it, search info, so channel ID was not printed out. So I think this, so we can replace this by channel here, simply channel. So youtube.com channel data.channel.id. So you can see that this is the channel. If I click on, you will see, you will redirect it to the channel here. So this is a channel. So in this way guys, you can just build a YouTube scraper using the YouTube scraper module in Node.js. So thanks very much for watching this video.